India may lose aircraft carrier edge over China. New Delhi, China is set to begin preliminary sea trials of its second aircraft carrier within a month or so, even as it steams ahead with plans to also construct mammoth nuclear-powered ones, signaling its hard-nosed intent to project military power on the high seas in the years ahead. China's scorching pace in constructing aircraft carriers confronts India, which has been operating such sea-going airbases or flat tops for over 5 decades now, with the real prospect of losing its long-standing edge over its larger neighbor in this arena. India is currently making do with just one aircraft carrier in the shape of the 44,400-ton Vikramaditya, the refurbished Admiral Gorshkov inducted from Russia for $2.33 billion in November 2013. Sources say the long-delayed 40,000-ton indigenous aircraft carrier, IACI, or Vikrant, being built at Cochin Shipyard, is likely to begin sea trials only by October 2020 now. It will become fully operational, with its aviation complex and long-range surface-to-air missiles, only by 2023 at the earliest. Sanctioned by the government in January 2003, Vikrant will now cost Rs 19,341 crore. To make matters worse, the 65,000-ton IAC-2, tentatively christened Vishal, remains a mere pipe dream due to politico-bureaucratic apathy despite the Navy first moving the Defense Acquisitions Council for it in May 2015. The Navy has also ditched its ambition of having nuclear propulsion for IAC-2 for much greater endurance, which will also significantly bring down the overall costs. But the carrier will have CATOBAR, catapult-assisted takeoff but arrested recovery, configuration to launch fighters as well as heavier aircraft for surveillance, early warning and electronic warfare from its deck. Till now, India has operated carriers with angled ski jumps for only fighters to take off under their own power in STOBAR, short takeoff but arrested recovery, operations. It takes over a decade in India to build a carrier after the government's approval. But China is constructing them at a furious pace. It eventually wants 6 carrier strike groups, with at least 2 of them being nuclear, said a senior officer. After inducting its first carrier 65,000-ton Liaoning in 2012, China will soon begin sea trials of its domestically built Type 001A carrier, which is slated for induction in 2019. It's designed for only STOBAR operations. But their future carriers are likely to have CATOBAR and nuclear propulsion, and be almost as large as US carriers, said the officer.